Welcome everybody. My name is Cyril Lemaire. I am with Quest Travel Adventures, and we are the Office of Representation for the island of Tenerife, located in the Canary Islands, southwest of Spain. Please welcome today our guest host, ECR Gattel. ECR, welcome. ECR is the Director of Sales for the Canary Islands and Cape Verde. Welcome, ECR. We're thrilled to have you on board.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody.
And today's session, we are expecting it's going to take about 25, 35 minutes or so. We're going to cover a little bit about where the island is, what there is to do on the island, and then we'll spend the bulk of the time talking about the Iberostar properties, which ECR will tell us all about, including some of the newer properties that are launching on the island this year. So this is the view of the north end of the island. This is the island of Tenerife. Now, some of you may wonder, why Tenerife? Well, if you can imagine the volcanic landscapes of the island of Maui with the spectacular resorts and boardwalks, combined with the food, wine, architecture, and Spanish colonial feel of the port of Barcelona, combined with the nature reserves, beaches, and tropical areas and tropical forests located in Costa Rica. And if you combine all three of those together into one small island that only takes about an hour and 15 minutes to go from the north to the south, that is the island of Tenerife. Now, the island is located southwest of Spain in the Atlantic Islands. The easiest way to get there for you and your clients is to take a flight from the East Coast to Madrid. There are many other ports and airports that you can fly into. The island of Tenerife has two very modern airports, one located in the north and one located in the south. Both airport codes are TFN for the north, TFS for the south. If you're flying from any domestic Spanish airport and making a connection through Madrid, Barcelona, Sevilla, or any other Spanish cities, you'll most likely be flying into the north. Whereas if you're connecting from one of the other 180 different airports that Tenerife is connected to throughout Europe and the rest of the world, you'll most likely be flying into Tenerife South, or TFS. The island is home to about 1 million inhabitants, but it is also home to about 6 million visitors a year. It is a very sophisticated modern island with a sophisticated infrastructure, great medical facilities, great road infrastructure, and because it is visited by so many tourists from across the globe, including tourists from the UK, tourists from France, tourists from Spain, many and most people on the island do speak English. Now, of course, the island has spectacular beaches. That's why one of the reasons they call it the Island of Eternal Spring. And because of where it's located, the island has spectacular weather all year round. There is no rainy season, there is no hurricane season, and it is perfect temperatures between 72 degrees and 79 degrees Fahrenheit pretty much all year round. And the island can be separated into two areas. There is the northern part of the island, which is very volcanic and very lush. And the southern part of the island, which you can see here, has some spectacular white sand beaches and is much more dry and arid. So we recommend visiting both parts of the island. The highlight of the island and the crown jewel of the island is Mount Adeje National Park. Mount Adeje National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and what you are looking at here is a view from the summit overlooking what we call the Sea of Clouds. Mount Adeje is a 12,800 foot high volcano. It is the tallest mountain in Spain. It is one of the tallest volcanoes in the world. And you can go from sea level all the way to the top um, by road. And when you get to three-quarters of the way up at about 9,000 feet, there is a cable car that'll take you to the very tip and the summit of this volcano. And this is the view from the summit. And the shadow that you can see is the shadow of the island and of the volcano over the ocean and over the clouds. Quite a memorable moment and a spectacular experience. Because the volcano is 12,800 feet high, one of the unique aspects of Mount Teide National Park is its volcanic landscapes and the fact that it has more than 800 species of unique fauna and flora throughout the park. And some of these you can see here, which are flowers that are almost 6 feet high. You can see them most of the year on the island, and they come in different colors, including this bright red, as well as some white colors and other colors as well. And what's special about Mount Teide, it is one of the few places on Earth where you have some of the best stargazing. You have no light pollution, you have no car pollution, you have no major factories or anything like that. So at 12,800 feet, you can go in the afternoon, go up Mount Teide National Park and observe either with a licensed guided astronomer or on your own or through our tours, spectacular stargazing, and where you can see constellations, stars, and galaxies just like this. And this is not Photoshopped, this is an actual picture, just to give you a sense of how fantastic the views are at the top of Mount Teide National Park. There are plenty of other things to do. It's a fantastic destination, not only for couples and individuals that are looking to extend their vacation from mainland Europe, but it's also a perfect family vacation. It is a very family-friendly island. In fact, it has the #1 water park in the world, as rated by TripAdvisor, which you can see here, called Siam Park, and its sister property called Loro Park, which has been also rated as the #1 zoo in the world by TripAdvisor. There are also plenty of other water activities, including whale and dolphin watching. There's 24 species of pilot whales on the island, and they are there year-round. They are not migratory because of the deep waters right around the island. You can almost be sure to see them if you go out, and they're real close to the island. And the island is also home to adventure sports junkies. It's home to people that love to do parasailing, to do diving, to do kite surfing. In fact, they had the kite surfing championships there last year. And it is also a great place for biking and cycling. It's an area where many of the top athletes and the European athletes train during the off months and during the winter and early spring months, because it is so arid, because it is so dry, and also because it has such a even temperature all year round. Now, this is one of my favorite locations on the island. It is a place called Los Gigantes, which means the giants. And these are 3,000 foot high cliffs that allow people to go in and out and visit them either by boat, or as you can see here, by paddleboard, or you can also view them by kayak. And it's quite a phenomenal area. And in the north, there are very different types of landscapes. As you can see here, there is a forest and an area, another national park called Taganana National Park, where they have these gigantic ferns. As you can see, this is a picture of a photographer. You can see the size of these ferns, as well as the trees behind it, these rhododendron trees that almost look like Jurassic Park. Quite phenomenal area. And in fact, there's going to be a walking festival here, one of Europe's largest walking festival that's going to be happening here at the end of May. That is certainly something to check out as well. Of course, there's plenty of golf courses. There's 9 different golf courses that you can choose from. And what's very unique about the golf courses is that because the island is an old banana plantation and still today has many banana plantations on the island, a lot of the resorts and a lot of the golf courses have used the natural terrain, and they've used some of these terraces, as you can see on the left-hand side, these made out of volcanic rock to add architecture um, into these beautiful golf courses. And the other highlight of the island that we recommend is the second UNESCO World Heritage Site on the island, which is the old capital city of La Laguna. And La Laguna, as you can see here, this is the old clock tower in the center of town. And it's a very special place because it is the town on which many of the South American capitals were built on in terms of the footprint, including Santiago and Havana in Cuba. And it is a university town that is vibrant. It has a town square with lots of shops and restaurants and lots of activities to do, and really a lovely place for an afternoon stroll to absorb and soak in all of that traditional Spanish colonial architecture, as the island used to be the go-between between the Spain and other parts of Europe and the New World back in the 15, 16, 1700s. It was the area where most of the settlers and explorers used to stop before setting sail for the New World, as well as coming back from the New World. And as a result, there's a lot of influences from South America. One little known fact is that Tenerife is home to the second largest carnival in the world, behind Rio de Janeiro. And this is the Carnival's Queen from a number of years ago. And this is an annual event that happens typically at the end of February, depending on the calendar. And it is where, for about a week, there are competitions for dressmakers that they create these very ornate dresses. And one lucky lady gets selected to be the Carnival Queen. But it is also a time where there's a lot of activities and festivities in the capital city of Santa Cruz, as well as all of the major towns. One thing to note is because it is such a popular destination during that time frame, it is very important to book space ahead. Now, other festivals occur throughout the year, and this is a festival called La Romeria, and they happened during the summer months from June through September, usually on the weekends every Saturday. And the locals get dressed in their local Canarian dress. They sing local Canarian folklore songs. They compete and create making sand art murals in the street that are quite spectacular, using the vibrant colors of sand from Mount Teide National Park, and this is also a great activity to participate in on the weekends during the summer months and early fall. And this is the amphitheater in the capital city of Santa Cruz, and it may look familiar and it may look similar to the Sydney Opera House because it was designed and architected by the same architect. And it is home to galleries, concerts, special events, and conferences throughout the year, as the island of Tenerife is also home to many conference centers that can accommodate business conferences and events of all types of different capacity. Now, if you're like me and you're a foodie and you like to explore different types of food and wine on your travels, then you're coming to the right place. Tenerife has a little bit of combination of Spanish tastes, Spanish tapas, combined with southern Peruvian flavors. And some of the highlights on the island are the local honeys, because there are so many unique flowers and fauna on the island. The honeys have a very unique taste. The potatoes are also something very, very unique. They have hundreds of different types of unique potatoes that they cook in a salt water, and they mix and they eat them with a mixture of different types of sauces, including mojo sauce, and the mojo sauce comes in red mojo and green mojo, something to experience. And for the ones that are looking to try different local restaurants, there are seaside restaurants, local restaurants all over the place. It is the type of island where we encourage guests to explore, not necessarily to just stay on the resort, but to go and check out all of the different types of restaurants and local flavors. There's a great seafood restaurant, lots of fresh fish, and very appetizing tapas as well. And some local Canarian dishes is this one. This is a local braised pork, lots of flavors, and we also recommend some wine tasting for you and your clients. The island is home to multiple wineries and multiple award-winning wines. There are a couple of grapes, the Listan Negra and the Listan Bianco, that are unique grape varieties that got wiped out from Europe during the epidemic of the phylloxera in the 1800s. But because Tenerife is located in the middle of the Atlantic, the phylloxera bugs never made their way over there, and as a result, you have these spectacular wineries and estates on the island that you can visit and also have events at that are quite unique. And one of our favorite areas that ECR is going to talk about a little bit is the southern end of the island in the Costa Adeje. As you can see, it's vibrant and has a lot of activity and has some spectacular landscapes of the volcano, which you can see here in the Orotava Valley. So with that, I am going to hand it over to ECR to tell us about the Iberostar properties. The island is home to many, many 4- and 5-star resorts on the island. And in fact, the island passed a law a number of years ago that only 5-star properties could be built going forward. So that's one of the highlights here on the island, is that for you and your guests, the accommodations, including the Iberostar portfolio of properties on the island, are really second to none and offer some great amenities. So with that, ECR, I'll turn it over to you.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, Cyril. It's very nice to be here with you today. And I hope, well, you have enjoyed the presentation of the destination, which I have to say that was very complete. Congratulations, Cyril.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk to you about Iberostar. Well, I guess most of you know Iberostar from our properties in the Caribbean. We are a hotel chain, Spanish-owned. We have more than 100 hotels, all of them 4- and 5-stars, throughout the world. Right now, we have opened also some hotels in the United States of America, as the one in New York City, which you might already know, and the one in Miami. In the island of Tenerife, we are one of the most important hotel chains with 8 properties throughout the island. We have the Iberostar Grand Mensei in the north, in Santa Cruz, the capital of the island. And this is a colonial building. It's a listed building that was opened as a hotel from the beginning in 1951. So it's a real jewel in the middle of the city, Canarian style, a lot of history on it. But we will mostly focus in the Iberostar hotels in the south, in the area of Costa Adeje, where we have 6, 7 actually different properties. We have, at the moment, we have 4 hotels for 5 stars, and 3 hotels 4 stars, including the Ole, which is the second brand of Iberostar. We can place the hotels in the island, as you can see in the south. And if we go to the next slide, you will see the location in the Costa Adeje area. All of them are located maximum 700 meters from the beach, but only 2 of them are not right on the first beach line, beachfront. So we have some of the very best locations in the island, all of them in Costa Adeje, some of them, as I was saying, closer to the Las Americas area, which is where we have most of the nightlife, and some others in the area of Costa Adeje towards La Caleta, where all the fancy shopping malls and all the fancy, nice restaurants, top restaurants are located. We start by Iberostar El Mirador. This is one of our super top properties in Europe, not only in Spain or in Canary Islands, but in Europe. It is a 5-star luxury hotel. It's got 124 rooms, and it's offering a very, very special atmosphere. The hotel is very elegant and has a lot of privacy. We have hosted in this hotel a lot of, well, the diplomatics people and politicians, top rock stars and top sports stars and people like this. It's considered one of the top hotels in the islands, I was saying, and it's got a VIP private area called La Balconada, which has amazing views of the ocean and of the neighbor island of La Gomera, which is really, really amazing. It is also part of Condé Nast Traveler's Choice. We follow with the 5-star Lux properties. Keep on going. Well, we have some more pictures of, there we go, of the hotel, as you can see. As I said, it's a very, very special atmosphere. Now we go to Salome. Iberostar Grand Salome is another 5-star luxury hotel, adults only, and it is inside the Iberostar Antalya. So it's like a hotel inside another hotel, both 5 stars. But this one is like a top hotel. It's got only 33 top suites. It is the perfect place for honeymooners that look for a, well, quite upscale market hotel. Well, it's been fully refurbished in 2017, and the guests of this hotel can enjoy all services of the Iberostar Antalya. So all the 5 stars, the 5 restaurants, all the spa and everything that is in the Antalya can also be enjoyed by these clients, but they have exclusive private area for them, and it's ours only. Here you can see some images of the hotel, all suites, as you can see, with boasting views of the ocean. The sunset from this hotel is one of the best in the island. Very nice. As said, this is inside the Iberostar Antalya. It is a 5-star hotel. It's been awarded for 3 consecutive years as best all-inclusive resort in Spain and the top 10 in Europe by the TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice. It is a perfect place for families. We have great facilities for the children, including a children pool and our star camp, which is now called, as it is called now, our mini club. But it's also perfect for couples. We have also wonderful suites and junior suites, and some areas very, very quiet and relaxing. It is located, as you can see, in the very, very front of the ocean and close right in front of a magnificent beach of sand. And it's offering a lot of a la carte restaurants. In fact, there's 4 of them with different theme, we can say, well, specialities. We have a seafood and fish restaurant, Italian restaurant, etc. And it's close, it's like 2 minutes walk from the top quality shopping center of the island, where all the top boutiques and jewelries and perfume shops and things like this are located. We keep on going to the, well, here you see the hotel facilities. And we keep on going to the last, very newest hotel in the island for us, It's the Iberostar Savila. It's a 5-star adult-only hotel, and we just opened it 1 month ago, so it's completely new. The hotel has been refurbished, and we invested 40 million euros. It's located in the very heart of the Costa Adeje area, and as you can see, it's a modern and stylish hotel, offering also amazing views. We can go to the next slide, we will see more pictures. And well, more details first. We have a new Star Prestige rooms. We will see after this one. What you see here, the style I was talking about. Here you also see the food markets. It is a very special up in the right corner. It's a very unique thing in a hotel. It's inspired in the markets that offer also the possibility to eat in the market itself, and we offer 7 different places with 7 different options of food that you can pick up yourself and bring to the table, which creates in the place a very social and animated atmosphere. So it's lots of fun in this food market. We also feature the Star Prestige rooms. In the next slide, we can see the exclusive, next one, that one, exclusive areas, Star Prestige, up in the left, with this rooftop infinity pool, which is just an amazing place. I bet you would like to be here right now. So you have to come to visit. Yeah, the Star Prestige rooms is our top rooms. In some of the hotels we offer this Star Prestige, which means you get a special room with special facilities and services and some exclusive areas in the hotels that only the Star Prestige clients can access, like this rooftop terrace you are seeing here. Down in the other pictures you can see down in the right, the solarium area with this magnificent lagoon style pool with beach style access from both sides. And the hotel is located right first line in the beach, and you have a very easy access to the beach just coming down the stairs from the right side of the solarium. So well, besides this, we also have, as I was saying before, 3 4-star hotels. 2 of them are Iberostar, and the other one is Ole, our second brand. We will just talk now about Iberostar. This one is the Bougainville. This picture we are seeing right now, I love it. It gives you a very good idea of where the hotel is. You can see the beach on the left side, and you can see the main pool, but the hotel has 3 different pools. The 2 of them for adults and 1 of them for children. It is a very good option for families. We have a lot of interconnecting rooms for families, and also the mini club and other facilities. The Bougainville also offers the Star Prestige rooms. Like I was explaining before, for the Savila, this hotel has this Star Prestige zone where you have exclusive facilities, in this case 3 different solariums, and at the Star Prestige Lounge, which offers open bar all day round with food and alcoholic drinks and coffee, tea facilities, everything. I have to say that as in all the Iberostar hotels, we offer first brands of alcoholic brands. We offer all-inclusive in all our hotels. And in this one, Las Dalias, Iberostar Las Dalias, we offer all-inclusive as the unique option. So it's an all-inclusive hotel. It's a very good value for money. It is located second line, we can say, but only 500 meters from the beach. It's a perfect place also for families because we have more or less like 50% of the hotel are interconnecting rooms. So, well, this is Iberostar in the island. We have a lot of options, as you can see, perfect for groups, for also mice groups as well. We are very specialized in sports groups as well, and we have some of the top 5-star properties, adults only, where you can bring your honeymooners or, well, just couples that don't want to share their holidays with children around. As you can see, we have a wide option of different hotels that we can offer, and we will be happy to host your clients with us. Thank you very much.
ECR, thank you very much for that description. We've got a few more slides to talk about, and then we'll open it up to our question and answer period. Just to piggyback on what ECR mentioned and what we talked about earlier, we do recommend for you and your clients a couple of different options. For clients that are already in Europe, either doing a river cruise or a city tour or visiting various parts of Spain, a 4-day pre or post extension is great to the island. There's plenty of things to do, as we talked about. Or if you want to immerse yourself in the island and maybe even visit the neighboring island of La Gomera, which is a short ferry ride away, it is certainly a destination where you could spend 7, 8, 9, or even 10, 12 days there and not get bored with all of the activities that there are to do. We do provide and we can help travel agents with putting together itineraries. As an extension of the tourism board here in North America, we are here to help you with advice. We are here to help you with brochures, imagery, videos, or any information that you would need. And with that, if I could ask anyone who has any questions, just type it into the chat window here. And the first question goes to you, ECR, which is, are all the Iberostar resorts all-inclusive? That's to Kathleen, from Kathleen.
All our resorts offer all-inclusive as a possibility, except the Iberostar Grand El Mirador, the 5-star luxury for adults only I talked about on first place. All others offer the possibility of all-inclusive, although we also have other board bases available.
Great. So hopefully that answers your question. Somebody mentioned that they had missed the first few minutes of the session and they were wondering how easy it is to get to the Canaries from the USA. We are working on trying to secure direct flights from the US, and we're hoping that that'll happen later this year. For now, what we recommend and the easiest way to get there is, depending on where your guests are located, is to fly out of Eastern Gateway, New York, Boston, Atlanta to Madrid and or Barcelona, one of the two, and then to take a connecting flight. There are a number of different options. The Iberia airline has they have daily flights from the mainland Spain, almost, multiple flights per day from Madrid, depending on the season, as well as some of the other major cities like Sevilla and Barcelona, as I mentioned. Another question from Pedro: do you have any special honeymoon packages? So I guess can you address that?
I was asking about that, yes. But anyways, yes, we do. In all the hotels, we have honeymoon packages, featuring things like a room upgrade, early check-in and late check-out at no extra cost. We also offer them a candlelight romantic dinner, breakfast or brunch in the room one of the days of the stay, and some other surprises, we could say, like special decoration in the room and some special gifts on arrival.
Great. A couple other questions. One question is, how far does it take to go from the north to the south? So the island is connected with a highway that goes, it's multiple highways that interconnect various parts of the island. From the northernmost part to the southernmost part, depending on the traffic, will take between 45 minutes and an hour and 15 minutes. But it's certainly an easy commute, an easy way to get there, depending on the time of day and the way you actually choose to get there. Another question that came in here from Erica is there a phone number or a website that we can access for travel agents? Absolutely. You can access the island of eternal spring, the Tenerife official website for North America. The URL is www.traveltotenerife.com, or you can call us at 1-800-693-1815. And there are also a variety of different tools that we've created and that are available to the travel agents. There is a travel agent portal where you can enter the program and become a Tenerife specialist, download brochures, view our videos, and register for our upcoming fam trip that will be later this fall. More news to come on that. A few more questions that are coming in. Quite how far from the Azores are the Canaries? Great question. So the Azores are actually pretty far away. The Azores belong to Portugal, so they are located north, probably about an hour and a half flight away, although I'm not sure if there are any direct flights from the Azores. I'd have to check on that. But it is a very different island. The Canaries are much more vibrant, at least the island of Tenerife are more vibrant than the Azores. And because they're located south, they're also much milder in temperature and weather. So ECR, thank you for clarifying. There are flights from Madeira from and to Madeira, but not from the Azores. That's correct?
That's right. And I'm not sure if they work all year round or just some periods of the year.
Right. There are interconnecting flights between some of the islands. A lot of people ask us if are ferries, and the ferries are, can be a little problematic sometimes. So you can take interconnecting flights through an airline called Binter, and we can assist with that as well if necessary. Let's see. Do we have any other questions? Just looking at time. One question just came in. What's the currency? Great question. So because it is part of Europe and part of Spain, the island is on the euro, which is currently at an exchange rate of about $1.23 per euro. And it is quite affordable, and something to keep in mind is that the island does have a lower tax rate on the island. It is 7%, I believe, ECR, correct? Instead of the 19% in mainland Spain?
Sorry, there?
The taxes are lower in Tenerife as well.
Oh, yes, yes.
7%.
Yeah, yes, we have special taxes, conditions here compared to the rest of Spain. In the rest of Spain, the VAT is 21%. The taxes are 21%. And here we have the EGIC, which is special for the Canary Islands, and it's only between 7–10% usually for the restaurants, the hotels, and things like this.
Fantastic. And
then questions about the airport, and rest calm, because it's very, very nice to land in either both airports, north or south of the island. No scary at all, not any problem.
And we also had one comment. Thank you, Mia. It's great to have you on our call today, Mia Park, who has a comment saying that the airports are much bigger in Tenerife and in the Canaries than in other parts, particularly the Azores. And the airports are really, really modern, very safe, and have a very great lift. One final question came, what is the best time and most affordable time to travel? So because it is a popular destination for the British and for the French, the island does follow the normal school calendar in terms of the Christmas time frame being very popular and very busy. Carnival is very busy. Winter break in February is also very busy. And we personally like the off season, which is late spring, early fall, and also obviously the summer.
Yeah, the best time to come to the island is right now. I would say from mid-April till the end of June. This is just great. and it's also one of the best times of the year to do the whale and dolphin watching. It's where you can see, it's at the time when you can see more species.
Great. So if we don't have any more questions, I think we will be all set. We thank everybody for participating. Again, if anyone has any questions, you can feel free to contact us at Quest Travel Adventures at 800-693-1815 or visit traveltotenerife.com to request your free brochure. We thank you for participating, and ECR, thank you very much for your commentary and explanation of all these magnificent Iberostar properties on the island, and we look forward to sending American guests your way.
Thank you. Yeah, I look forward to welcoming most of you, if possible, in the island. Maybe in the next fun trip. I think you said you were going to have a new one in the fall.
Early November.